Peace and blessings, family. I am Astarius Miraculi, and this is day 31 of 100 Days of Healing. We are continuing with this oponopono forgiveness prayer. I did some additional research and learned some things that is a little different than the way that we started. I'm just becoming introduced to it. I've been hearing about it for many years, but this is the first personal experience with it. And what I've learned is that the order that we were working with is slightly different than the traditional order. The traditional order of those four phrases is I love you, please for, excuse me. Okay, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I also learned that the prayer itself initially had to do with one reaching for the forgiveness of self. You know, it's an experience that is an internalized experience of one achieving self-forgiveness, and then also that can reach out and impact, beyond that. In further research, I learned of a story that's really quite fascinating. Um, I'll share a little bit of it. I won't go into the whole details of it. It's pretty involved. And basically, Dr. Joe Vitale sought out this doctor who is Dr. Um, E. Haleakala Hugh Lin, who was a doctor working at um, the Hawaii State Hospital for the Criminally Insane. And you want to go deeper into it, the website is wanttoknow.info, because I'm just going to give you a little snippet of it. But it ties directly into the Ho'oponopono forgiveness prayer. And Dr. Lin was hired to take on some cases there, and it was a very dangerous place. They kept losing staff, and it was hard to just maintain the flow of it because it was just a very dangerous atmosphere for the criminally insane. So Dr. Lin made an agreement to have an office. He never actually saw patients, but he would go over their files, and he did the whole Ho'oponopono prayer and on himself while linking up with them, and some miraculous things happened. Patients started being healed. Those that were shackled became unshackled. Some of them that were heavily medicated began to be unmedicated, and then some actually being dismissed. But again, you can go into the whole story of it. It's a pretty phenomenal story, and very deeply moving, and certainly believable as well, because there is an interconnectedness between all of us. And he talked about something called total responsibility, where anybody that came into the sphere of his experience, he had some measure of responsibility for. But that's the short version of it. You go and do the research for yourself. But in this transmission, going to work with the Ho'oponopono forgiveness prayer more in alignment with how it was traditionally given. So I'm working internally on myself, reaching for that connection to the internal, forgiving myself for my transgressions, so that I can then rise into a place of the trust to be able to fulfill the integrity of my being, and live a higher resonance of who I am. Thank you, beloved Creator, Most High, for your presence with us in this experience of forgiveness. Let the oneness of the wholeness of the spirit of forgiveness be as waves of atonement and forgiveness and healing. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I reach down into this core place of my own being, aligning with that spirit of forgiveness that is planted within me and within every being. So much gratitude to touch in with that place. So much gratitude for the oneness that I share with all beings. So much gratitude for the awareness that the advancement of the drop is the advancement of the ocean. And if I raise myself up, then by extension, the whole of life is quickened and blessed, as I also allow myself to be raised up by the advancement and the exaltation of the all that is. So grateful to feel the resonance that every blessing is meant to reach out and touch and expand every other blessing, and in turn be touched and blessed by every other blessing. Beloved Most High, thank you for this sweet moment of atonement, of forgiveness, and of healing. Thank you for the healing of my individual being. Thank you for the elevation of my being, for raising me up into the highest resonance of that which I am capable of, raising me up into the highest resonance of my integrity, the graciousness of my being. Thank you for the healing of all the woes in the whole world. Thank you for the sweetness of this now moment. All is well in the kingdom of now. Thank you, beloveds. We will expand further and continue to be blessed and healed in this 100 days of healing. Peace and blessings always. I love you so much.